more participants to join in. Yeah, is that okay with you, Deepak? We just wait for 5 minutes more to let some more participants join in, and then we'll start.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Someone has to allow me to share my screen.
No, no, you're already a presenter. So you can stop sharing your screen and you can try sharing once again. Because right now I can see your dashboard.
No, because my screen is that option is disabled for me. Only meeting organizer presence can share. Do one thing. Just remove me as a presenter and then add me.
Okay,
Some
okay.
problem is
One
there
minute.
because it's not allowed.
Yes. Give me a
Yeah.
second. Um, can you try it now, Deepak?
I'm still not seeing any option for me.
I just changed your current role. You should be a presenter.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
I'll just
yeah.
mute everyone because there's a lot of disturbance. And then you can begin your session. All right?
Okay. So now can you see Deepak math classes?
Yes, yes. I can see your Deepak math classes. I'm
Okay.
just muting everybody.
Great.
Mute, Deepak, unmute yourself once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Sorry for the glitch, guys, because some reason I was not able to unmute myself. I think I have to get logged out myself again. That it did again. So this, when you register, right, this is where you actually land. This is the page which you go over here, right, and then you go to Deepak and just go to profile, right. This is your profile page. The first thing which you have to do on the train.co is update this page, because this is a page which is all the information displayed here is actually displayed to the user. So this is all about me, right? In terms of my detail, my social profile and everything, I can do it. I can actually click on save. It actually works over here. And then I'm back on my, right? So I click on So this is my dashboard. It looks like what number of courses I've created, how many users enrolled for the program, how many questions people have answered, and how many questions I have actually answered. And this is my page. If I click on Deepak Math Classes, this is how my page actually looks on trend.co. So this is my image, my instructor, my bio, my name, my courses over here actually. And if I click on the courses, you can actually see this is how a student will actually get the course. Right? So don't worry, we'll actually create something similar to this one. Right? So come back to my dashboard. So before here we go on course and actually click on course. Right? I can click on add course over here. So this is my category, subcategory, child category, right? It's all about, I can actually do academics, I can do science, I can do physics, right? I can actually choose my language over here. I can say English. I can say my class 9, 3, 5, 6, right? So this is where the things will actually start. But before we come into this page, it is going to be better that we actually start preparing our content, right? As I said, this is only a 5% of the entire task. 95% is all about, creating the content. Of this presentation, I created a course called Class 9 Physics, right? I created a document on my Google Sheet, and I actually wrote about the short description of the product, right? My long description of the product, what the student will actually learn, what you will actually get from the course, my preview video, my chapters, my classes, and their YouTube links actually.
Hello. Yeah, who's? Oh, Deepak, this is you. Okay, cool.
So this is my content is actually look like. So the first part is to get in terms of writing what the description is all about actually, the long description, because that is what people will try to understand, or students will actually understand what exactly the course actually about. What you'll learn means what is the outcome of this particular course. You can actually name it as
Okay, let me just see.
outcome. You can actually say what you will get. I will say 10 videos, 2 worksheet, extra PDF study material, quizzes to check your understanding, right? And this is the course outline, which actually have motion chapter. Then it has a force and laws of motion, gravity, work and energy, sound, and of the students, everything. So when this is ready, I can actually create the course over here, right? And when it comes to the presentation and everything, we'll actually look in terms of how you create your presentation as well. To create your video, what you do is record the videos with the tools which we shared yesterday. Record them and share it and upload it on the YouTube, right? Once YouTube is there, you can actually just copy paste the link from YouTube to the course content creator, which is in tin.co. So what we'll try to do is we'll try to create one PPT with using the tool called Canva.com. Right? I'll just show you how the process actually works, but eventually you might have to just play around with the tool over here. I'll walk you through loom.com, which is one of the tools to you create the videos, and we'll talk you to how to upload the videos on YouTube, and then probably create the content. So this is the site called canva.com, right? Once you go to canva.com, it's a free site. There are free and paid content over there, but you can just register by your Google ID. So this is how I register myself with Gmail ID. So Talking just creates everything for me. So these are all the content which I've created for my work, right? For trend posters and everything, right? And all those things are actually I have not paid any penny to them actually. So for lessons, you might want to create a presentation. So what you can actually do is go to templates, right? Go to marketing and business, and go to presentations. Right? There are certain things about education also, but probably you can just miss it out, because for the sake of creating videos, what you need is presentation. Just click on presentation. Repeat again, go to canva.com, sign in with your Gmail ID, go to templates, and click on business and presentation. So within presentation, you can actually see what different kinds of presentation are there. So let's say it just shows you the brief of these templates are available, or you can actually see and actually use it. So these are over here are the tags under which these presentations are marked. Or you can choose any of them which you feel comfortable trying to use it. I'm just clicking on education. So it will show me all the templates which are used there for the education presentation. So let's say if I'm doing science lesson today, I'll actually uh, let's do something like let's say science lesson. Just click on there. Just click on use this template.
Right? I can delete this slide. Right? I can move up and down. I can move down. I can move up. Right? I can actually copy the slide. It will actually copy page and actually create a section over here. Right? So these are all my templates available over here. When I copied it, it created me another slide. It's a new one I can do.
I can actually add the presenter notes. What I'm trying to do is just this slide. I can actually do save and actually can delete this one. Right? Now I'm trying to see, let's say if my name is over here, I can actually click on here, edit it here. I can say Deepak Sharma. I can name the change over here my slide name, class 9 physics, right? And actually do it. I can create the content over here. Let's say I could delete it. Right? I can actually create the edit over here. Are you excited for the fun learning session of physics, right? And I actually can do image editing over here. I can actually say change the color. I can do color over here. Right? I can do blurry. I can also change it over here. I can do it. So these are there. Now, if you want to add, let's say some different text, I can go to text box, color.
Hello, Deepak. I'd like to interrupt you. I'm so
Hello.
sorry. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
Deepak. There's a lot of disturbance on your side. Is there any issue? Can you once check it? Because even when you're streaming, there's a lot of disturbance. So
Is it okay now?
No, there's still disturbance.
So I don't think there is any distance from my end.
There's a lot of background noise that is coming up.
Now is it fine?
Yeah, speak one.
Now is it okay?
Yeah. This is sort of better, I would say. Teachers,
No, sure.
can you please just comment in the chat if you're able to hear properly? Great. All right, Deepak. Please continue.
Okay. So this is what you can actually create it over here. You can rename it. You can actually add a text over here. Clicking on text will actually show you some options about what kind of text you can actually add. Let's say I want to add this one. I can over there. It automatically creates on. So you can see the cheers is over here. I can actually say, I can just move it around. I can say happy learning, right? And I can just click it over here. I can move it around with just to move a cursor. Right? I can make certain changes over here. If I want to add more elements like this one, I can actually go to elements. I can actually select search. I am different search of icons and everything. Right? So let's say if I want to add a WhatsApp icon, I can actually do it with WhatsApp icon over here also. Right? I can minimize the icon. I can account. So want to add. So you can actually select different elements for you want to sticker list. I want to use this sticker. I can actually say this one, and I can minimize the size. Right? Similarly, I can actually add my own photos. So I can actually search for any of the photos. I can just click on it. So anything you want to do is just search it over at the photos. You can actually see similar photos, and whatever fits you, you can actually use that particular photo over here and actually just shows on the side which you're actually working on to it. There are pictures which are marked as free, but there are pictures which are shown as, you know, so there will be some icon related to Pro. You can actually avoid those kind of pictures. So much of the term material is actually available for you to actually use it. You can actually change the background of the image. If it is a blank background, something like that, you can actually select any color, something like that. So you can do this. So the background has been changed now. I'll just undo the background color to this over there. Similarly, if you have your own photos or something, you can actually go to upload, right? You can actually upload the images, your own videos, and you can actually content everything over here, and then you can actually create, and everything you can just do it, just copy paste over here. You can just click onto the images and automatically shows it up over here actually. So these are all the elements which are available over in the PPT here. So once you do it, you can actually go to the section, right? You can actually click on over here and you can say download. You can download as PPT, but once it is converted, you can actually go as video standard and just go download, and it downloads on your laptop or device, whichever device you're actually working on. So now if I just click on over here, I can actually see a PDF. Right? So this is my PDF material which I can use it in the class or actually use that as a background for my videos. Right? Once you have a presentation, you can actually create a video out of it. Right? In a sense, you can actually just go to loom.com, right? Sign in. I just sign in with my Google ID. I will say one click access. Okay, so I have options over here, screen plus scan.
Hello. Yeah, Deepak, you're not audible. Okay, okay. Fine, fine. I'll just inform you. Sure, sure. Hi teachers. Deepak's computer had crashed, so he'll be joining us back in 5 minutes. Apologies for the technical glitches that we are facing today. However, we are still anyways recording today's video, so you would be getting the recording by the end of the day. So request you to be patient for the next 2 to 3 minutes, and in case for until now, if you have any doubts, please post it in the chat box. We can start discussing it in case if you have any doubts. So please post it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and probably ask questions. Yes, Mr. Sachin, the assignment would be told to you by the end of the session. Yeah, Sandhya ma'am. Yes, there is a issue with the sound. However, when Deepak would be back this time, we would be ensuring that the sound issue gets sorted. So, Nityam Tandon, today's session would be more on the lines of a full complete session where you would be talked about how to create an entire course. Yesterday was only the theoretical aspect. Today would be the practical aspect. Yeah, Kavita Mehra ma'am. We don't usually tell the apps before because we want you to go in a hands-on instruction by the instructor, and he would be guiding you to the entire app rather than you exploring it by yourself, so that you understand the right way of using it. Yes, yes. He used Mr. Deepak used Canva.com for presentations, and Loom he's basically using it now for video recording. Yes, Mr. Baljit Jande, you would be getting the video recording. Do not worry about it. We would be sharing a feedback form at the end of the session. You can fill the feedback form and get today's recording. Siriseti Soumya, no, we do not. See, whenever we conduct a session, we usually use the same link to join. Tomorrow's session is more on the IAM's line, so that would be on YouTube itself. You can directly join on YouTube. No, see, whenever you're using a copyrighted content and you're using it as your own, you cannot use it as a commercial for your commercial purpose. That is the entire aspect of copywriting, right? So if you are creating a course and you're selling the course and you're using copyrighted content, it was a direct violation of the copyright rights, right? So that is the entire thing. Yeah, Aparna Ganti ma'am. This site is, so Trend is entirely different from Teacher. Teacher is like LinkedIn for teachers. So we are a professional network. Trend, on the other hand, are trying to build a place where teachers can sell their own courses online. How to check if something is copyrighted? Usually they are bounded. You see the R, or you see that a trade copyrighted mark right away. There you see if the content is copyrighted or not. Or there are a couple of they are basically a lot websites where you can actually check out if the content is copyrighted or not. Why not use YouTube to record videos? Yeah, this is recording videos via YouTube. So the idea here is that you get to explore all the options that is available, and then you choose what suits you the best. That is the entire object of digital tools, right? So we always use a handful of apps in our mobile phone, although there are thousands of apps available, because there are a lot of apps that serve the same purpose. But why do we stick to a certain set of things? Because we are more accustomed to that, right? So these set of sessions are ideally focused on ensuring that you get a light of all the apps that are available, and then you choose what is comfortable for you and you can take that forward. Yes, Dr. Sachin, you can use Canva for free. You can use Canva for paid as well. So on Canva, there are two options where there are a couple of premium sort of images that you cannot possibly use it in your free version. So these are images that are high quality and all that. But however, what you can possibly do is that you can download high quality images from Google and you can upload it and use that same images on Canva for free. For the first month free, then charges are mentioned. What are you talking about, ma'am? Which tool is this? Manjushri, ma'am, if you could please explain.
Telling about your teacher in
Teacher in,
that coaching thing. Yeah.
yeah, teacher in is free for life, ma'am. Teacher, we do not charge teachers.
Not teacher, TRRI in jo the other one na, where you're registering. It was showing me yesterday that for 1 month free. After that, some 1400, 1900, some charges like that. It was mentioned
No,
over
no,
there.
no, no. So that was their model that they worked before this. Right now they have changed it entirely free. So for teachers, they do not charge anything until and unless
Okay.
their course gets sold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ma'am, there's a lot of disturbance. Can you please mute yourself? Okay, great. Thank you. So yeah, we are going to the next question. Can we use presentation instead of Canva, linking YouTube videos as well? Absolutely, absolutely. So Canva is something that Mr. Deepak is comfortable with, and that is the reason why he is introducing you to that. Even I use Canva a lot. I use Photoshop as well, but Canva, I feel that because all the templates are already ready, you just have to edit it. So that brings on your major workload. So that way, you can use, if you're open to it. If you're not comfortable, it's okay. Okay. So Aparna ma'am, yeah, it is an individual perception, I believe. If it, for me, I genuinely feel that Canva is very useful for people who do not know the basics of design. For people who are really good at design, no, then it is a site that has its own limitations. Yeah, so Saida, Uzma, Nabila. All right. So until Mr. Deepak comes, I'll just show you how we live stream it. How we live stream all our videos, so that you understand how you can possibly live stream on YouTube by yourself, and how you can use that. All right. I think that would be an interesting course until Deepak joins back. All right. So I'm beginning to share my screen. You would possibly be able to see my screen now. All right. So you see now that we are basically live streaming this entire content on YouTube as well. So there is this software called OBS. OBS that you will have to install. So this is how the OBS looks. So whenever you're live streaming, right, you'll have to first install OBS. I'll just show you the website from which you can possibly download OBS. You can, or you can directly OBS download. All right. So this OBS is known as Open Broadcaster Software, and this is where you can download your. If you have a Windows laptop, if you have a Mac, and if you have a Linux, whatever suits your purpose. Then after installing, this is the software that you can possibly see. And before streaming on YouTube, there are a certain set of settings that you should probably set things up. So first setting that you will have to see is that there won't be any sources and audio mixer when you first open. There'll only be a scene category. Okay. In the scene category, what you have to first do is you have to click on add, and click on some thing. So for example, let's say we were streaming since June 28th, so I just named it course June 28th. After that, you'll have to create a different source. So when you click on plus here, this is a source where you have different sets of streaming. So right now we are under the display capture, which basically means that it would be capturing whatever is there on my screen, and it would be streaming on YouTube. And after that, this is the initial set of things that you have to set up before streaming on YouTube. And on YouTube, whenever you stream, you will have this thing. Okay, so before you stream, you can directly go to YouTube. When you go on go live, you go to this segment called go live.
Sir, can you please repeat the OBS usage from the start that you said, from where to download and what is it?
Yeah, so you can download OBS from this website called OBS Project. Okay, obsproject.com.
No, also Varun sir, what is this about? What is OBS for, please?
Yeah, so a teacher actually asked, how can you possibly live stream your content on YouTube? So until Deepak joins, I would just brief you regarding that, how you can possibly live stream. And because we are already live streaming this content, I will be showing you on a live basis of what exactly is happening. So the first step, what you have to do is you have to download OBS from this website, obsproject.com/download. I'd possibly share this link in the chat box. Okay, now that you can download this whatever in for your whatever OS that is running, be it Linux, be it Windows, or be it Mac. After installing OBS, this is something that you would be getting this screen. Okay, so now what you have to do is you'll have to first create a scene, then you have to create a source, and then you should begin to stream. The first step when you're creating a scene, you'll have to click on the plus button that is here, and you can name the scene anything. So you can possibly name tutorial for OBS. I'm just naming it because we are having it, and click on OK. So once when you teachers, I request you to ask your doubts after once when you're done with this. Okay, so once when you create a scene, the next step here is to create a source, And when you're creating a source, there are multiple sets of sources that are available. Yesterday, a teacher was asking whether you can live stream with your face on. Yes, you can definitely do that, and you can also do it in a way where you have only certain set of inputs. So let's say when I click on a source, you see there are multiple options here, right? You see there is an audio. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Yeah. You see there is an audio input capture where only audio gets captured. There's an audio output output capture. There is a browser where your only browser is getting source. But I clicked on something known as a display capture because right now we are streaming the content that is there on our Microsoft Teams, right? There are multiple other ways in which, so video capture device basically allows you to capture your face at the same time your image as well, the slideshow. So but for us right now, display capture makes more sense because I don't want to be in the video. I only want our teams to be in the video, uh, our meeting to be in the video, right? So after doing that, you'll have to go back to YouTube again. In YouTube, you'll have to click on Go Live. When you click on Go Live, this is the screen that you possibly get, and you should when you go in to that one of the live streams that we're currently having is this live stream. So before you do that, there are two ways in which you're doing it. So there's something that is called a stream key, right? This stream key, you need to copy it, and in OBS you should open the OBS software, and then you'll have to go to the settings. So here in the stream, you'll have to paste your stream key here and click on OK. Once when you do that, your display capture would be done, and you would basically be connected to YouTube Live. Give me a second. So after doing that, you have to click on Start Streaming, and on YouTube, it would directly be displayed. So whatever content that I'm currently talking about is live on YouTube, and people are actually commenting, right? So this is exactly how you are supposed to go live on YouTube with your content. Okay, now I think we're open to questions. Any doubts
Varun, I
here?
have joined again.
Yeah, great. Okay, great. So Deepak is here. Yeah, Deepak, please begin sharing your screen, and I think we can continue.
I'm not a presenter yet.
I just made you one. Yeah. All right, teachers. Apologies for all the technical glitches. From now, I think we can go ahead. Um, Deepak, begin sharing your screen once so that we'll just check before we're ready.
Can you see my screen? It's showing Microsoft Teams.
Yes, I can see your screen. But the disturbance is
Okay.
still there. Some disturbance on your side, background noise.
So is it okay now?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, much better, much better.
Okay.
Okay.
So sorry for the break in between people, because for some reason my computer entirely crashed. So it took a while to restart it again, everything. So we already saw that you can actually create good presentations from Canva itself, which you can actually use it in your presentations in a course material, or you can actually use them as in your course slide. So somewhere while Varun was showing me the showing us the OBS, I saw someone comment as, "Can we use Slide Go?" I would say use whatever tool you're comfortable with. Actually, the reason I shared Canva was because I used to use Microsoft PowerPoint for my presentations, and itself rather than trying to download and adding to the different tools. So that's why it has become one of my favorite. But if you are comfortable using any other slide presentation, you can feel free to do it actually. But just make sure you actually save it in a PDF format, that because that's works better in on the different browsers or different platforms. The next is capturing a video. As Varun showed you, you can actually record your videos through OBS also, right? And there are other two options which I showed you yesterday. There's Active Presenter and Free Studio, and the third one is Loom. Loom is the easiest one, which I feel actually. You can just go to loom.com, sign with your Gmail ID. You can actually have this dashboard. You click on New Video, right? And you can actually have different options in terms of screen plus cam, and I can actually say current tab, or let's say I can, so I will actually say start recording. So this is where the recording is actually happening. I'm just going to the slide over here. I can just record my videos, do something. For some reason, Loom is throwing some error related to recording these tabs, but I can actually still go over here. I can see the videos and actually over here, and I can browse it, keep saying something, and talking about it, using my cursor to show something what exactly is happening on the images and all those things, and actually can now keep recording my videos. So it helps me to create my video, and I can actually just say, it's just clicks on my click on else finished recording, right? So this is my first video, and create videos over here. You can actually take these videos and actually paste it in the system itself, right? You can take these videos, you can actually do the post creation while you do it. You can actually paste it over there, right? So this is the easiest way to do it. But for sometimes for some accounts, Loom doesn't allow you to download videos. So that is something you should have to figure out on your own, how the downloading will actually work, because sometimes they just save it on their server. So it becomes so difficult. In that case, the OBS or Active Presenter is a better solution to do it. Or you can actually do it tool like, there is a free screen recording software is also there. You can actually use camstudio.org. It also records your sound as well as your videos and everything over here. So this is how you can actually go and create your own videos with the Loom or Cam Studio or any other software which you showed yesterday. Once you do that, you can
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Can you be little louder? Thank you.
yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So on YouTube, you can actually go right, and you can just go and upload your videos on your channel. So this is my YouTube browser. I can actually just go and click over here. I can go to my channel, right, and I can actually upload any of the videos actually. I just click over here. I upload a video, right. You can just drag and drop and just select the file over here, right, and actually just hold on a second. You find some video for you. So I'll be just stopping my screen share. So I uploaded this one video over here. It was one of the applications which I figured it out. It is just a 6.59 second of video. So once you upload it, it actually shows you how the video details are there. You can actually make your title of the video, description, what exactly this video tells about it. You can
Deepak, are you
inform
there?
as much as details as possible. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello,
Hello? Yes, Deepak, are you there?
hello. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Your what? For the last two
I'm
to
at.
3 minutes. Right now it
No,
is.
no. Yeah. So I was actually searching for the video, so to show that how the video upload actually done works. So I just found a video which I uploaded over here. Once you upload the video, it will show you this kind of dashboard where you can actually enter the title, description, right? And you can select any of the thumbnails for your videos. You can just justify in terms of what are the policies there in terms of no, it's not made for video for kids, or you can actually see as made for kids, right? And add tags if possible. You can add tags like education, classroom, whatever it is there, right? And this is where the visibility is actually there. So you actually have public, which is once you share the video, right? Uh, Anyone who can actually search on the internet and actually can find a video and can try to view it actually, right? Private is something is only visible to you. Unlisted is something we do it unlisted, right? It is on your YouTube channel, but it is only visible to people who actually have access to your YouTube link. So I made it unlisted because I'm using the infra of YouTube, but at the same time, I don't want anyone else to see it apart from the people who actually done using my content on train.co. So once it is done, I can actually save it. It will actually show. If you want to have playlist, you can actually add a playlist. But I'm almost done over here, and this is my YouTube link. So for a change, I'll just save it over here, copy it, and I'll just use it somewhere else. Right? So I can just say save, and so all the settings and everything, you can actually do it over here itself. Now once you have your PPT and you have your course content and your videos, right, and everything is ready with you, uh, that is the time when you can actually start using Trend to create your own courses actually. So coming back to Trend, right, we went to course, right, we clicked on add course, we just say add course and select option for, let's say, like academics. I can say science. I'm choosing physics. The language is English. I'm saying class 9, which I see physics. So here is my short detail. I just made it over here, so I can actually just copy paste. Now since my content is already ready, it is very easy for me to do it. Right? Requirements, understanding of basic math, right? And I can just go on detail. Detail is where I'll actually copy this content over here. This is my long detail format. This is what the teachers will actually see it. So this says money back guarantee. I would say no, I don't want to refund the money back. I don't want able to let people preview my video, preview my courses. They can actually select courses over there. Currently, for the sake of argument, we're trying to do make it as free. Otherwise, you can actually click on paid. You can put a price over here. You can put a discounted price over here. You can actually make it unpaid, right? And I'll just go and select one. Let's say physics, speed, velocity. I can just go here. I see this. I can go to images. I can just select any of the sample images available on the website. Let's say take for example, you can create your own images in Canva also, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm actually just taking it from Google. I'll just say click on this. I'll just save it as test and download and just say save. I'll create a file over here. This is my image. This is a duration. You can actually enter the duration in months. You can actually say 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever the duration you put, once a user actually buys this particular course, it will be available for him or her till the time you actually mention it. So someone buys this course for, let's say, now, and you have entered the duration of this course as 2 months. So that course is visible and content is available for this student for at least for 2 months. After that, it is he or she has to buy it again. But to have better visibility and better, we try to have it zero itself, right? There's nothing over there. This is the URL which you can actually use and share it for a preview. So I already created one URL and saved it over here. I just copy paste here. So this is my initial course creation is there. So it tells me the title, instructor, class, and everything is there. I can just go to edit. Now the course creation will actually start. So it has two parts. One is naming the course, and the second is the creating and adding the content to the particular course. I can actually go to edit button, click on this, right? So you see already the content is already here, which you have chosen, right? Now I can actually go. What does my course include? It means I can say just add button over here. I can select any of the icons. Let's say right icon. I can just select what does my course include. My course includes 10 videos. Let's say enable submit. I'll enter 4 entries over here. I'll go to worksheets, submit. Save. So this gives a gist about what exactly my course actually has the content variables. What learns is actually for the lack of words, we have used instead of outcome what learns. So this is I can just go similarly the way I use the course over here. I already have basics of physics. About speed and velocity. Though at times this might feel a little bit tedious, why I'm entering 3 or 4 or 5 attribute instead of 1. But this is something you will actually see how it actually looks beautifully on the front end part. So that's where whatever you enter over here is being reflected in your course material. So that's why the more the content you have, the better visibility or understanding a person actually has in terms of what exactly you're creating over this space. I can just save it. So this is my outcome which is mentioned. So now you have seen the basics of course. the what does the course includes, what is the outcome, right? Now I'll enter the course chapters. So course chapters I already have it over here. One is motion, second is force and laws of motion. So if you see, this is my course, class 9 physics. These have actually chapter names, so I have actually noted down from here, which I already created my entire workflow here. So this is my 4 courses. Within these 4 chapters, I'll create the course and chapter on motion actually. So within the motion, there are different uh, uh, classes. I can actually say, just go to my course class. I can actually add my class. So motion, enter title, right? It is my distance and displacement introduction. Let's see. So enter my same video. I have URL, right? And this is my URL for this one. For example, I'll just do a review URL as well. And it's active and it says submit. I'll add another class to it. I'll say motion. I will have So you might have noticed that while creating the first class, I did something, added a content in video as a preview URL also. But in later classes, I'm not adding into it. I'll show you the benefit of it because this is a paid content which you want your students to consume it. How it actually is being seen on the first side, I'll actually show it again. So what I'll try to do is this, that I'll actually add some worksheet as well. I already shared some worksheet over here, saved over here. and say worksheet file type PDF. I have a worksheet and this is submit. I also have some extra study material which I want to share with the students. I'll just say extra study. So this is what I've created my class. So there are a lot of content over in this one chapter. I only added content till over here for the paucity of time, right? So I'm here. I can actually add related courses. I can actually ask questions. So let's say I can ask any questions. Let's say question can be how long is the course duration? Or a student can ask me this question. I can say active, right? You can answer questions over here also. You can actually say head. The option is here. What is it? You can say 2 minutes, right? You can do certain announcements in terms of what you can just say add. You can just type an announcement. Uh, reach out to me on my Facebook page for more query on the material, right? Now this is also there. The last piece of this one is the quiz topic. I can actually go. I can say add question. I can say quiz on speed. Add description. Assessment of quiz assessment on speed and velocity for motion chapter. I can say only 1 mark per question. I can say quiz will start, user enroll the course whenever. I'll just say it's 0 or just leave it as empty. It will say disable attempt, or you can say yes, you can take as many times as possible the quiz. I will say enable. I'll just deactivate. I'll just save. Sorry, something is broken over here. Right, I'll just show you something over here. We'll go to different course. So this is how my questions are actually added over here. I can actually say add question. So these are my questions actually. So you actually add a question over here. You actually give 4 options and just select right answer over here. You can see it edit over here. You can see this is how the question has been entered, right? And I have provided 4 options, option A, B, C, D, and my correct answer is answer B. So whoever selects this one, they will get marked. If they select any other option, they will not able to include the question actually. So this is how I create the question. So if I go to my course content over here, right? So if you see this is the course is active, it is fast, it is visible to me, but certain cases it is not visible to student. So as an admin, once you complete the course, we will automatically get notification around if your entire process is open, completed, will make it active from the backend. So just a second. Rajan, are you online? So this is how the class will actually look, right? This is my class physics. Subject is here. I can see this is the reason we are writing the short description over here, right? This is the long description which you're seeing over here. This is how the requirement is seen. This is why as you're entering more, what will you learn, what will the outcome will be there, and what does this course includes, right? And actually you can see the video as well over here. Right? The preview URL which is right. So this is how it actually look into it, and you can actually see this one. If I click on this chapter, nothing will actually happen, right? This is the play button for viewing the videos of the course, but this will nothing happen because I'm not currently enrolled. But as an external student, I can actually click on preview and it will show me what exactly this course is about. I can click preview and it shows me the course and it only shows me my video. So user doesn't have to go anywhere. Everything actually happen over here, right? So this is my preview. I can actually view the preview and make a decision whether I want to consume the course or not. So you don't have to worry about answering too many questions to the student. So this takes care of the preview part. Right now, what I'll try to do is I'll register as a student. I'll just first make this course is valid, right? And just bear with me for 2 minutes. So bear with me. I'm just activating the course from the admin part. That's the reason I'm not sharing the screen as of now. And once this is done, you will actually see. So the course has been made live. I'll just register as a student, right? Right. As a student, I'm seeing preview, but I can't consume any of my content over here. So what I'll try to do is I'll just enroll here. Now enroll the course successfully. I'll see the same thing. I'll just click on go to course. So now my content is visible in different format. You can still see the preview video. You can see the overview, right? You can actually see all these about this course, description, my email ID, my name, my social media pages, my description, right? And what is this course is about, how many classes are there, how many languages are being taught, right? I can actually see my course content. This my entire course content is here. I can actually see my Q&A which I raised over here. This is my Q&A. I can also ask a question to my teacher. Is there any certificate at the end of the course? I think this is submit. And when I go to my portal, I can actually do the same thing over here. I can do announcement. I can click on announcement, reach out to me on my Facebook page for more query and material. And this is my quiz, which has not been done because of certain reasons. Right? So I can go to course content, click on motion. You see, these are all my lectures available. So earlier when I was not enrolled, right, when I was just browsing, I was able to see the preview video. But now since I am actually a student, right, I don't need to see a preview. I can actually just go to class. It automatically opens the window over here, and the class will start running. I can do second class. I can go. It will again show me the video. So if you see, I have only entered the content for section 1, which is motion. So that's why I'm seeing the classes. This will not show anything because these are still the empty section, which because I didn't have content ready for it, I didn't do it. But at the same time, I have a worksheet and extra material. I can actually just click on save. It automatically creates my PDF, whichever material is over here. I can just click over here. I can see my worksheet. So this is my worksheet, which I am giving to students for them to study. I also shared with them the extra materials. I just click on save. So this is the reading material which they have. They can actually try to do it, right? So they can actually have it on their laptop and try to study. So these are two contents shared over here. Now I'll show you, because earlier I couldn't show you the quiz because of certain reason, but there is another course which has quiz. Just show you. So this is my another course. I can actually go to quiz. I can actually go and start quiz. I can say what is the age of it is 717. I will just say 126. Right? I will just say next. I already age of 14 minutes. I will say 145. Finish. It will calculate me the result. Total number, correct number of answers 0. Question mark at untotal 0. I'll go back. And I can start quiz again. Right. I can change it. So it is all configurable. If I just say quiz attempt is disabled, it will allow only me to do the quiz only one time. If it is enabled, then the user can take the question as many times as possible actually. So this is how the course is being seen to an user. Right, like from a student perspective, this is how her dashboard will look into it. All the courses, he or she can actually click on the courses, go to the course. This is the main page, how the question actually looks into it. And once the certificate is done, they can click on get certificate to get the certificate as well. Now if I click on course details, I just go to the main page. This is the course page, right? And I can see what all the details are actually here. And once I'm already in the course, I don't have to worry about it. I can actually go to the course. So this doesn't show me any related to what will the outcome, what does it include, because I'm already part of the course. So this is what the trend looks like into, right? Currently, we have close to 500 plus instructors who are making the courses on a platform, right? And and we encourage people joining this certification course to create the course on a platform. So it's a great avenue for to earn extra income, because you have to create the course material only one time, and once this is done, you can actually sell it in number of times, and you will be taking care of the marketing and all the infrastructure and technology required. So this is pretty much from my end. Varun, over to you. If you have any questions, I can answer them.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. And dear teachers, whatever
I am sorry. I still apologize because the computer crashing took a little bit while. Otherwise, it have been a little bit smooth presentation.
Um, yes, these are the technical issues are always faced, and there's nothing that we can do about it. It is beyond our control. So apologies for that. And with regards to the questions, teachers, please post it in the chat box. If you do not have access to the chat box, please raise your hand so that we can call out your name and you can go ahead. So right now we got two questions, Deepak. One is from Ms. Aparna. So she is asking, how is this different from Google Classroom? How is Trin different from Google Classroom? Are you there?
Yeah, Google Classroom is all about in terms of sharing the links, sharing different things. There's nothing actually at the one page itself actually. So it is more of a repository of links and different materials. Whereas what actually happened today is what you're seeing in different schools as well is that different things are you don't have one entire platform where you can actually understand the concept, share the content material, share the course videos and everything at one place, and it is not secure for everyone itself. And Google Classroom is more from a classroom project perspective. For the school student have access to the videos and everything where they can actually just share the links. Train allows you to consume the content in a form of course, in a class, or in an entire what do you call an entire grade. So that's how we try to differentiate ourselves, and we're pretty much focused on in terms of promoting the tutors and teachers on this platform who want to scale up their tutoring business actually. I have one question which I saw earlier was related to live class link. Yes, Sarmi, yes, you can actually do it. You already have a Zoom integration. You can just go to and you can actually add your Zoom link at the same way when you added the video. You can just select the radio box as live URL, and you can just paste the Zoom link, and automatically it will open the Zoom app for the participant, and you can actually do live class in that way.
Can I ask this? Can I just in continuation to my answer? Can I ask you something?
Sure.
So you are saying that there is a possibility of Zoom integration, right?
Yeah.
So what if I don't have a Zoom connection, but I have my Meet connection or something? So any of them can be added, or is it only with Zoom that it is integrated?
No, as of now, it is only integrated with Zoom. There's another reason because Google Meet doesn't have an open API which allow a third-party interface to do it.
Okay.
On parallel, we are working on some better solutions which are made because Zoom is also not is not also a good solution for e-learning concept.
Yeah.
But for larger projects, we are trying to work on our own video solution actually. But that will take time. So that time, you can actually use Zoom. It works beautifully. You don't have to share the link and everything. Whoever consumes the content on our platform will actually get the notice in terms of when their Zoom class is active.
So how soon are you coming up with your own video Meet solution?
So it will take some time actually because we're working on a couple of more solutions. As a matter of fact, the platform which you saw, right? And the platform, by the time you will actually create a content and upload the content, our platform will even more user friendly and user experience will be better than what you're seeing right now. So our focus is to increase the user experience better, and we're also working on some technical solutions onto it. We are verifying it, but as of now we can't commit how much time will it take because building a video conference solution will take a bit time.
I get it. It might take some time, but I think the solution that you're providing is amazing. I just have two small questions pertaining to the same conversation that is continuing right now. What if we do not want our students to download the content but only read it online? Is that facility available?
Yes, so as I said, right, the newer version which you're working on right now, will eliminate this issue where you can actually just upload the content and student will able to just read it instead of downloading it.
Okay. And we can
So
also
that's
see the student learner progression, just like we can see it
yes,
in any
yes,
LMS.
yes.
Okay, so just one last question pertaining to Zoom only. Do we write down till you come up with a video made solution? Do we have to have a bot subscription for Zoom? Because I think after 30-40 minutes it just goes away, I guess so.
No,
It is
as a
not.
matter of fact, yeah, as a matter of fact, many of our teachers who are using our live platform, they use Zoom only and they use it for free, 40-minute
Okay.
sessions actually. Because that is more than enough because what actually happening is the attention span of time on learning online is
Yeah.
very reducing.
Not
So
more
I
than
think,
20 minutes actually not constructive.
yeah. So by the time you come on board and say how
I
your
get
things
your
go,
I get your point, sir. How do we get in touch with you to get this thing done? Because so far now we don't have any contact number of yours. Or do we just go to the
Yes.
website and contact you from there? Or Varun is going to help us
Uh,
with.
yes. Mr. Amit, I would actually help you out in all the process. So the assignment and all that would be with regards to connecting all the teachers and Deepak. So yes, I would be discussing about that later. Sure.
Okay, thank you, Varun. Thank you.
Sir, I wanted to. Thanks. Deepak, sir, my second question. Thank you
ma'am,
for the first question. Second was.
I have requested everyone just call me Deepak. Please don't call me sir. You are sir
Okay,
and
Deepak.
ma'am.
Okay, Deepak.
You are
Okay,
the
no.
teachers.
Even I don't like sir and ma'am, but since that seems to be the trend here, I'm calling. So I'll call you Deepak. My name is Aparna. So I just want to check since you said 500 people are already registered on your site. How does one differentiate oneself? How do you brand oneself? Actually, I was looking more towards you giving a strategy as to how does one differentiate, brand oneself in a group of thousands of teachers there. Thank you.
So I
Any
would
of your
say,
inputs, sir? Yeah.
yeah. So I will say it is all about content actually. The better your content is, the better your videos are there, the better your quizzes are there. The effort you are going to put in terms of creating content is what differentiate from the other teachers actually. So there is no magic masala over here. But it's all about getting it done and creating as beautiful as possible because on online platform it is all about visually appealing and if you're able to match the expectation of the outcome of the student, right? Then I think you already won against compared to other competitors.
So, whereas in a school as well as a, again, sorry, Deepak, if you were to go to a supermarket or any other product, you look at it and then essentially it's not a product, right? They have to go through its teaching as an experience, learning is an experience. So that means they have to experience at least like 20 and then decide to experience that many, right? So right at the beginning, how do you like? You're saying, yeah, I get content is king always, but
So
even
what
for
we
your
can try.
content to stand up, how do you differentiate yourself?
So what actually happens is, as I said, right, even my yesterday's presentation, today's presentation also, I emphasize on videos, right, because that is where the core actually lies, right? How you create your videos is actually define your courses. Second, when you're trying to reach out to students, much content then for possible in a preview video, six, seven or 18 classes, right? You can actually give them 2 or 3 classes on a free basis. And if you open to your customer, open to your student and able to match your outcome, they will definitely buy into it. So it is all about the different strategies. One is the content, one is how much gain about you, and third how you're marketing yourself on a separate platform. Something which we discussed about it on yesterday's session related to how you create how you teach out to students actually. So those things will actually be what will matter to you in terms of reaching out and standing out against your competition.
Missed yesterday's sessions, so I guess Deepak. So I guess that I got answers live. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I think Varun has already has.
Ma'am, you can help feedback. Getting yesterday's link along with presentation as well, so you can go through it before you.
Okay, your voice broke. I did not hear. What did you say about yesterday's, please, Varun?
I was saying, ma'am, you can you can debug from today, and we would reach out to you with regards to yesterday's presentation. I mean, everything would be shared. Yesterday's and the assignment as well. So you
Got
can
it. Thank
tell
you. If you could just give us the feedback link right now. Yeah. Feedback link,
is there
we'll
in
go
the
ahead and
chat
do it.
box.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is there chat box. Teachers, please fill the feedback form. It is there in the chat box. Question the link is written wrong. It is July 7th feedback. Yeah. So there's a question from Charlie Chaudhary. How can this be used for online teaching these days? How can trends be used for online teaching? Is that what you meant, Charlie, ma'am? Can you unmute yourself and ask the question because I'm not able to understand? Okay, moving to the next question. This is a question from Miss Anna Pinto. Does the teacher get to? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So can it be? Can we use it for online teaching? Like during these days, can this be used?
This is a solution for online teaching, right? I mean, are you talking about the live teaching?
The live teaching, the live teaching.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Just let me show you something over here.
Because like these days we are conducting our online classes. So can this be used? Because like one of said Zoom, it just you can just use it for maximum 40 minutes, not beyond that.
Yeah, for beyond that you have to use the paid subscription. But
Everyone wants the free version. That's it.
Yeah, free version is only limited 40 minutes only. Yeah, but you can use the Zoom solution which is integrated in Trin website to create your own live classes.
And yes, the advantage of please.
Yes, sir. So through Trin we can use Zoom also.
Yes, yes.
And so you were talking about some advantage also just now.
So advantage is that because everything is integrated into one platform. As a student, I don't have to worry about going for different pieces and content consumption. For teacher, it is easy because you don't have to worry about sharing content on different platforms, and the content is secure, right? So their material remains their own copyright and their own property.
So sir, we can use your platform for online live teaching classes.
Yes, just give me a second. I'll just show you one of these corrected material. Just a second.
Yeah, because these days our focus is mainly on these online classes that we are conducting.
Right. And I also have a follow-up question, Deepak, if that is okay. So, over the last couple of days, there's been your GeoMeet has launched, right? There's no limit for GeoMeet. The audio videos can go up to 24 hours as well, and there's no limit on the number of participants as well. So, is there any GeoMeet integration that will happen on Trend.co anytime soon? Because I think that would be perfect, right? Teachers can have their content on one platform at the same time they can also live stream their content.
So I think that will be entirely dependent on Geo. If they open their APIs to third-party integration, then we're happy to integrate it. But we don't know because it's entirely Geo's decision whether they want to open it or not. But eventually, even if they open it or not, we are actually working on a solution to allow you to have a lengthier conversation without the regulation of 40 minutes which you see on Zoom.
Right. That's great. That's great.
So,
and
just
by when will this be done? Yeah.
I'll just show you one thing. Just a second. So while creating your cases, right, you saw that I'm using the title of the class in course chapter. I selected video. There's an option called live class. You can just enter your Zoom URL, which is here, and select the date and time, and the time over here, and update it. It only says as a live class. And when I go as a student, right, I can actually see the live class over there. Just show you in a second. class is there. It automatically shows my link and everything. I can click onto it because the link is expired and not work as of now. But this is how the link will actually show. And I'll just click on this one. Right? It automatically shows open the Zoom, and from itself the Zoom will actually open. And as a user, you can actually use the Zoom phone application. And as a teacher, you have to log in from your Zoom application. So we're working on alternate solution also so that 40-minute limit is actually done already. So this is how Zoom will actually work on our platform.
Thank you so much, sir. And when will yours be out, sir? Around like approximately how much time will it take?
Actually, I can't comment because we are working on the beta version of this application itself. So by the time you are ready with the content, right, you will have better user experience on train.co. And once that is done, you will pick up the separate solution for live lessons.
Thank you, sir.
There have been a lot of questions with regards to the pricing. So how does a instructor set the price of his course on trend? And is there a price list that they should follow? Or can you give throw some more light over that? A couple of teachers have asked regarding that. And the second question, the follow-up question would be that if they can make changes in the pricing of the course after it is posted.
I'll answer the second question first, right? Yes, you can definitely change the price once you have made the course as well. But because it is really live, right? Let's say one of the students already got the course, we encourage teacher not to change price often because that sets the little bit wrong impression in the minds of the buyers. From content pricing, that is something you have to figure it out in terms of, let's say, if you have video content and everything. So it is one-time application, one-time effort is there. You can definitely price in terms of, platform allows you to sell chapters also. It allows you to sell the entire course itself. Let's say you can actually, this entire class 9 physics, you can actually sell it for, let's say, 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees, right? And you can try to see how much you are actually getting the feedback from the customers and everything. And later on, you can actually share or change pricing from the market dynamics. You can actually use coupons or discount methods to discount the pricing as well. Or what you can actually do is, let's say when I show you the course, right? It has 5 chapters. You can actually build 5 different chapters. Let's say price them as 200 rupees one chapter, which is very easy for a student to purchase, to buy, because you don't have to worry about they're not comparing you to Byju's or some bigger company because the content is a bit more technology enabled. So, but since you are the master of your domain, you understand better. So you can actually sell the courses or chapters as in silos and actually have a better following, a better buyers compared to other entities actually. So now the pricing is entirely dependent on you. You have to understand how much people are ready to pay. You can actually figure it out how much people are paying for users as of now. If the same content, everything is available with your support. Can you price it, let's say, 1/5 of the entire price or let's say 1/4 of the entire tuition price? Right? If you are putting video classes plus you are putting live classes, then you can say you can actually have blended pricing or you can have tuition pricing as well. So that is something I would say you can figure out in terms of the audiences, who your buyers is, since already been in the industry, how much the capacity of users is. And based on it, actually come to the pricing. I would say it is not an easy task to do. It will take some time to learn about and understand the customer, but eventually you will get over it.
Right. And there's a follow-up question here. So, can you also throw a light on how much train would be charging from the teacher if for every successful registration, and how would the dynamics of this entire revenue making work?
So the platform trains entirely. We don't charge you for registration. We don't charge you for creating a courses, right? And we believe that you are the content owner of the course, right? And you are the
you only copyright everything. That's why we encourage you to upload videos and pictures and provide the links first. Coming to the how will team get the revenue share? We work on a 50-50 basis because we have to representative sell to customers, right? And it's a new thing in India. There has not been any B2C marketplace for education. Trying to build it good and there's a lot of costs come on to our basis. That's why whenever you post this good, we will take 50% out of this and you will get the 50% of this. Hello? Yes, yes, I'm able to hear that. Yeah. So there's a question from the programmer. How would trend charge per student? Okay, if I can. So ma'am, it is the same. I guess if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Deepak. So a student would ideally pay the platform, right, which is yours, and you'd be taking 50% of that, and you'd be giving 50% to the teacher. Yes, yes. But while creating the course, you will decide what price you want a student to pay for this particular course. And once the course is purchased by the particular student, whatever the fees is there, we will collect 50%, 50% will be transferred to your account. Our 50% also takes care of the GST transaction and payment gateway charges also. So on online purchase, I can get it started 2% GST and around 3% is around payment gateway charges. That is also comes from in our commission and you will get 10% of your pay commission collected via transfer to your bank account. Right. There's one question from Sandra Peto. She's asking if the teacher would actually get to know the number of students who visited her course and viewed the videos. So is there a generic way of understanding analytics dashboard or something on those lines? Yeah, you can actually you only have dashboard. You can say click on user enrolled section. You will be able to see how many users are actually enrolled in a particular course. Right. And how do you know if when a course is sold, so a teacher gets a notification or a mail, or how does a teacher get to know about the communication? Yes. And mail is being sent to teacher and student in terms of what course they have registered. And if somehow they miss out in this, they can actually go to Lip-Synch, log in their dashboard. There's a section called user enroll. They can actually see the course over there. Sorry, the students enrolled in the courses. Right.
Excuse me, question. Excuse me, one minute. Is there any bonding between tin and teacher? Same content or the teacher cannot be doing business with other any source?
No. So, see, the reason why we are doing this certification course is that we are building a teacher community in India, and we really want teachers to become to become independent, financially independent. When we started teacher, we realized that teachers strongly rely on jobs and on schools. Right now, the entire segment of jobs in the tech segment, I mean, the teachers are losing jobs, right? There's a lot of cut as well, and now and this is where I actually met Deepak. So I suggested, why don't you bring your course to our platform and let's do a certification. So that's how it is there. There's no involvement in any other ways. So I'm just making it clear because because you asked, and we genuinely feel that creating courses and selling it online is the most valuable skill that a teacher can have given the current situation. And this is not this is a one-time thing, right? So once you create, you automatically keep making money till the course keeps selling, right? So yeah, so this is a very useful platform for teachers in general, and that is the reason why we are in fact conducting this session as well.
On that note, Varunji, what I want to know is what about copying from other plagiarism, right? Like somebody is doing somebody's course is doing very well. How do I know that somebody is not copying my content?
Right, I like the
just making like Fair and Lovely and some other lovely, right? Yeah.
Right. So ma'am, the first thing is we are actually making. Hello. Yes, please wait. Yeah.
So what actually happening is you are the content, right? That's why we ask you to post it on your YouTube channel and provide us the link. It means unless until you are sharing the link, no one actually know what the content is all about, right? Second, since it is a unlisted video, uh, only people who have been shared with the your YouTube URL, they are the ones who actually share it actually. And eventually, as we say, right, it's very difficult to stop plagiarism in India, right? Because there is noticing onto it. Because as of now, we are the only current platform which has this kind of service on, opening a B2C marketplace for academics in India. So eventually, whoever comes and will try to noticing they're trying to copy the content and whatever it is, and if you get feedback from the instructor, then definitely take action against the training members.
Right, that's great.
But I just want to share one more thing which someone asking later to users, right? Just give me a second.
Yes.
So this is a dashboard as an instructor, right? You can actually go and click on user enroll. You will see the name of user, the course they are registered, their payment method, the amount they paid, and they active or not actually. So this is the list of entire users. You can go to my revenue, click on see how many pending payouts are remaining. Right? If you go to monthly payout, it will show you for which course and which pay IDs actually have been paid out actually. So everything is transparent on the student and the instructor.
Right, that's fantastic.
Sir,
Yeah.
regarding the payment of the instructor, so Drift is charging the instructor 50% for every user sign up?
Every time a student purchases the course, we will take 50% of it.
Okay.
So for example, your course, let's go for 500 rupees. If it's sold for one time, it will charge you take 20 and it will transfer to back to you. If the course is sold 10 times, that will let's say 5,000 rupees, then we take 50% of it and transfer 50% to you.
Okay, thank you.
And I have a follow-up question here, Deepak. So, when will the transaction happen? So, usually, when a teacher starts a course, and let's say a course is uploaded in 7 days, and the course is live, and there are about 100 students who have enrolled. So, how soon that the payments take place? Does it happen at the end of the month or earlier?
If you as of now it is T plus 7, right? Transition plus 7 days. But we're trying to reduce up to T plus 3 days for the simple reason because there are some certain times where people also that I have bought the content and all those things also get those charges, chargeback also, which we have to bear it and then pass on to the instructor. As of now it is T plus 7 and slowly we will put T plus 3 actually.
Deepak, I have just one question regarding the payment to the teacher. So this is like wherever you are joining a PEC, for example, if an organization or something like that, it is under the it is tax paid, right? So how does that work out with you guys? I mean, this is not tax free. Of course, if we are earning money out of it, so of course this has to be. So how does that organization kind of thing works with you? I don't understand that part.
So as of now,
the government.
So I don't think that is an issue because there is certainly because we are not working as a consultant and we are not on a payroll actually, right? We are more of a revenue sharing partner. That's why those things will not be coming on to platform, but there is a 5% GST which we will take care of it in our commission. You don't worry about it. In regards to I think that in area of TDS, that is an area I would say I'll have to get back to you because I'm not an accountant CA by profession. I'll check with my CA and I'll get back to you.
That would be great. That would be great because see, if you are, for example, doing an online tuition without a portal, and for example, if you're doing home tuitions, people generally don't, show it up as a part of income when they're filing their returns. Right? I'm just wondering from that perspective that if we are trying to promote a situation where we are saying online education portals are being created and we are bringing tuitions online, and we're creating courses online. So I just need a clarity on that, because this is a taxable income that I'm earning, and I'm giving you 50% out of it. So I need to know about it.
Yeah, so once it goes to your bank, right, total becomes transaction money, and you have to declare up to the tax authority. But that is entirely decision of teacher, and we are not part of it actually. So once we do our part, we will transfer your share to you. In terms of how you divide it, something we don't have any control over it. Yeah, as you rightly said, earlier it was cash transfer, we are not trying to show it, but you can be brighter side actually.
I agree. See, the platform that you have, that Varun has put up today, is basically to clear all the doubts that we have, right?
Yeah.
These are very extraordinary times and extraordinary times for extraordinary measures. So if you're actually doing something like this, so if you have some doubts that you are the expert, of course you have to ask your data.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input.
Yeah.
Great. Any other question, Peter? If there's any, please raise your hand. We can take, I think, 1 to 2 questions. Alright, I hope you have filled the feedback form, because today's assignment details for this entire certification course would be sent over email. And yeah, so all the details would be sent with regards to today's presentation, today's video recording, and today's assignment. So please fill the feedback form. Link is already mentioned on your screen. You can have a look at it.
Excuse me, Varun. I would like to thank the entire team, teacher.in, and particularly the idea of selling the tutoring. It's very excellent thing, and I hope many teachers are going to benefit of it. And particularly, I thank Mr. Deepak for your very nice efforts, very nice platform. I hope everybody will get benefit of this. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, sir. No doubt, no doubt. So Deepak is doing definitely one of the best solutions, I believe. That is exactly the reason why we have brought him on board for today's certification as well. I don't think any other platform in general is allowing teachers to become financially independent, and I think that is the need of the hour as well. So yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Deepak, for accepting our request to be a part of this session. And yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Great. So once again, thank you so much, teachers, for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter at Chat India and Teacher Pros. You can also reach out to us on Twitter and tag us and let us know what you feel about today's session. In addition to that, the feedback form is already mentioned. Thank you so much, Kaushal, for being there throughout this entire series and helping us all out. And teachers, I hope you had a good time. Let's meet tomorrow. We are bringing in IIM professors from tomorrow. It is going to be one great series. Tomorrow, the director of IIM Indore is going to be there, and the session is going to be 1 hour. The link will be shared with you. I hope you're registered on Teacher.in+ events, and please, if you have not registered, go ahead and register. So from 8th to 16th July, we are conducting a one of its kind management conclave for educators. So where direct IIM professors will be teaching you, and the entire reason why we conducted this certification course before the IIM series was that now you due to the certification course on creating courses, you understand how you can create courses. In the next 8 days, you would be learning how to sell those courses efficiently and how do you build an individual brand by yourself. Straight from the top professors of IIM Indore, IIM Bangalore, and IIM What. So please join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. today. 3 p.m. I will be sharing the link as well. It is going to be one hell of a session. That is my guarantee. So thank you so much from all of us at EdTech India, Teacher.in, and Trend.co. Thank you so much, Deepak, for joining us. Stay safe, teachers.
I just add one more thing to you, Varun. Since I am a product of IIM member, I can definitely guarantee you, I think the teachers should not miss the entire which going to conduct with IIMs, because you are learning from the best of the minds across the world actually. And I have benefited as a student over there. Probably I think an 8-day session for teacher will definitely help them understand marketing, branding, and how to go about managing yourself and business actually. I would say that will be going to be a very good session for the teachers for next 1 year.
No doubt. Thank you so much for endorsing it. Yes, teachers, it is going to be one great series. So now you've learned how to create your course. Let's learn how to market it. And today's assignment will be shared with you. And the deadline will also be shared with you. So please complete the assignment and start selling your courses. Thank you so much for joining us.